I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, we read through Harry's complaints, and I'm just going through piece by piece here. What the gist of this whole thing, this whole trial with Harry, I'm getting is that he has no evidence, but that might not matter because the other people at the trial who gave evidence, they may have some evidence of hacking, and if they win with their claim, then Harry basically piggybacks on that and gets to claim a win. But there's also something more sinister here besides Harry making a show of himself. And I realized that with this article about Harry admitting that he launched the attack to stop the abuse of Meghan. Now, we all know this is BS. All right. And this has been what the public has been gaslit with since day one. This is a repeated theme going back to 2016 when Harry made an unusual, unprecedented announcement in November 2016 to leave his girlfriend alone through Kensington Palace. Remember that? Now, in November 2016, no one even knew Meghan existed. No one knew anything about it. But Harry claimed that Meghan was subjected to this wave of racist abuse. Right? So they've been and everyone knew this was like, huh? What is he talking about? Nobody even knows who she is. No one was talking about her. He was claiming that, oh, she's being harassed by the police had been called, blah, blah. It's all BS. Maybe there was a couple of reporters, but that was about it. Public wasn't aware of her. But according to Harry, everyone was aware of her and was talking about her, which is not true at all. So now they've been repeating this throughout. So why? Going to South Africa, nobody asked if I'm okay, and playing the victim here. So why keep repeating this lie, right? Well, Harry and Meghan are trying to push the notion that the racism in the UK and the racism in the royal family is so severe and they've been so abusive to Meghan, which is a total lie. We all know she was very much supported, extremely so, at the wedding, leading up to the wedding, and then she was put on a pedestal and all this whole breath of fresh air and all this nonsense. So it's all BS, but they keep repeating this lie, I believe, to push their, agenda of trying to claim structural racism everywhere, which they recently, not so long ago, accepted an award, right? So this again is pushing that gaslighting everyone. They think it's just like Hitler's propaganda, right? You keep repeating the same lie over and over and over again. Eventually, people are just going to accept it. So that's why I'm pointing it out. They're repeating this lie again and again and again. He's trying to claim that Meghan's so abused to the British media and the media, right? Such a lie. They're gaslighting us. They are just gaslighting us, and we know it. Duke of Suing and Sex has revealed that he was motivated to sue the tabloid newspapers over phone hacking in order to protect his wife. I mean, first off, face value, that makes absolutely no sense. Harry's suing for alleged phone hacking, and he has absolutely no proof of it. None of it ever existed. And he's trying to say, well, I'm suing for phone hacking from 20 years ago, long before I met Meghan, in an attempt to stop alleged abuse of his wife, which doesn't exist. Okay. Well, I mean, it does now online because she earned every bit of it being a harlot and evil CIA honeypot, diabolical New World Order globalist witch. But she deserves everything she gets. Okay. She does. She earned it. And so has Harry, by the way. Their First Amendment is bonkers. Let's take a look at your visa, Harry. It's coming out. Hope it does something. Anyways, Prince Harry, 38, told the High Court he'd been thinking about how he could defend Meghan without involving the royal family's legal team. Quote, I think it was a discussion on how someone could find a way to stop the abuse, intrusion, and hate that was directed towards me and my wife, he says. Well, until you shut up and go away, it's not going to stop, Harry. So here's an idea. Shut up and go away. And get out of the country, too. Our country, anyways. and to see if there was any way to find a different course of action without relying on the institution's lawyers. Well, you haven't been relying on the institution's lawyers from day one. You and Meghan have had your own teams, haven't you? You had your mommy's lawyers. The Duke is suing Mirror Group over 148 articles he alleges came from illegal activity, including phone hacking, but he has no proof of that at all. He took the witness stand for a second consecutive day. It emerged that he had been introduced to his barrister, David Sherborne, by Sir Elton John. The Duke has suggested that it was Mr. Sherborne's idea to pursue legal action. So I believe the black belt barrister pointed out, well, now if it's not even Harry's idea to go to court over this, obviously Harry wasn't hurt by these articles when it wasn't even his idea to go to court, right? Because Harry's supposed to go to court, he's supposed to prove these articles hurt him. And half the articles, if not all of them, Harry says, well, I don't even remember reading them. I don't know if I read it or not. Right. So obviously they didn't affect him if he didn't even read them and he doesn't remember them. Because again, we're going back 20 years. But now he's admitting that it was Sherborne's idea to do this lawsuit, not even his idea. So if Harry gets a penny for this, it's yeah, it shouldn't he should not get a penny for this. Many of the stories the Dukes complained about concerned Chelsea Davy, his former girlfriend, who he met in 2004. He blamed the media for Miss Davy's eventual decision that a royal life was not for her, and has been determined to ensure the same would not happen with Megan. Are you kidding me? Megan soaks up that attention. Oh my God. She loves every second of it, and you know it. Yeah, Miss, oh, I'm so abused. Yeah, she's out there. She loves it. Andrew Green Mirror asked if he had initially wanted to bring a claim against the news group publishers, or the Sun, the now defunct News of the World, before deciding to sue the Mirror. He said, quote, no, I believe I filed the claims at pretty much the same time. And Harry said that he believes, in his paranoid state of mind, that an industrial scale destruction of evidence on all sides. Oh, Harry, you're so paranoid. Asked where he had got the idea of an industrial scale destruction, he replied, from my legal team. Oh, Sherborne. Mr. Green suggested that the Duke had failed to identify a single story in the Mirror Group newspaper that had been obtained by phone hacking. And Harry replied, well, that's a question for my legal team, but I believe phone hacking started at the Mirror Group, Harry said. He admitted that he had not known there was no call data to back up his claim. Asked if he believed he was being hacked on a daily basis, he replied, I simply don't know. Mr. Green pressed on, asking if he was aware of evidence that gave any indication whatsoever that he had been hacked. Harry replied, no, that is the reason I'm here. So again, another second big mistake for Harry. He has no evidence whatsoever of any hacking that he's claiming in court. But now he's admitting now he's saying that's why I'm here. So now he's admitting that he's fishing for evidence, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to have a trial to fish for evidence. So Harry is just really being obnoxious, doing this for PR, obviously. So they go through the daily things here. The whole thing is bogus. Harry's whole claim is bogus, and now they bring this up. That, I mean, again with the gaslighting that, oh, Meghan was so allegedly so abused. Oh, yes, she was. Oh, I mean, such a scam. This whole thing is such theater, such a lie. Always just trying to, because again, this pumps up, it makes sense when you think of pumping up Meghan's victimization, Harry and Meghan, poor them, poor multi-millionaires and their lavish lifestyle of private jets and everything. Poor them. People online are saying negative things about Maggie Waggy. Well, good thing you got the Sussex Squad and Christopher Boozy and Omid Scobie to attack everyone, right, Harry? Oh yeah, let's overlook that army, and the fact that they've got Oprah and Gayle King and everything else kissing their buttock. Oh my God. Anyways, and their Netflix and their books and their Spotify. I mean, it's never ending with these two. And always because that they provoke the public. naming their children Lilibet and Archie, taking Prince, uh, what's his name? I'm forgetting names now, but that's stealing the name of Prince William's son and of his security name and abusing the Queen on her deathbed and Prince Philip on his deathbed. But Harry and Meghan want you to believe that they're victims. Mhm. Well, Meghan flies to Uvalde to soak up pain and suffering for with her Netflix crew. But anyways, so many evil things Harry and Meghan have done. It's just nauseating. They're so evil. Anyhow, now Meghan is in Montecito with Omid. They got popcorn out and they're watching all this from home and plotting and planning their next book, I guess. Who knows? Omid's threatening to come out with another book. I guess it's coming out soon. Another book that Megan wrote. Ha I love how Harry says, "I know of him." It's like, yeah, Harry. Anyways, I'm gonna look at Megain and her diabolical plan here with Omega Land because this is what she's trying to do to America. She just wants to turn it into this war, warring, you know, what is the word? Orwellian, just destroying this country, destroying the Western world, actually. So let's take a look here. Let's look at Megain's perspective with this trial, this joke of a trial that Harry may possibly have a chance of winning if the other people have evidence. I haven't been watching the other evidence closely. So have you all been following the other testimonies to know if they have any case whatsoever? Because Harry absolutely has no case. That's without a doubt. So hopefully the others don't either, and we can just, end this ridiculousness with some justice for a change. Because it seems like the last time with the Warby, letting now Harry's basically been caught lying to the court. It's something that's escaping my mind right now, but he was caught lying about something, and Megan's already lied to the court. So, mm, anyhow. Let's take a look at Megain's perspective in all this, the diabolical CIA operative that she is. What's she up to? What's her plans with this trial with Harry, trying to gaslight us with the Megan's so abused BS. While she's ripping down YouTube accounts and Twitter accounts left and right. The Aspen Institute. Oh my goodness. Well, while they beat us down into submission and take away any way of us to make money, they play the victims. It's so evil. It's so evil. Let's see what the cards show. They're just beyond evil. For him to sit there, I mean, and it makes absolutely no sense. Harry can sit up there in court and make up this ridiculous nonsense. Oh, yes, I'm here about phone hacking, alleged phone hacking that didn't happen. I have no proof of it. But I'm going to sit here and say, well, I'm doing it for Megan. I'm doing it for Megan. Stop the abuse. I mean, they're just trying to make us crazy. They really are. His barrister could be in big trouble. Yeah, I hope so. I think this whole thing needs to be taken down, this whole shizzle show, because they're abusing the court systems. So what's Megain's attitude right now about this? I get the Emperor reversed. Yep, it's about globalist major arcana. Harry's going out with the shotgun. This is Harry. This is Megain. This is Omid. You see, Megain and Omid stay behind in Montecito, and Harry's out there attacking the courts, attacking the royal family, attacking freedom of speech. So this is about, overturning the Western governments, overturning Western society, you know, trying to bring in a dictatorship. And so she's got, she is a traitor. Harry and Meghan are treacherous traitors and should be treated as such. And they are working with, forces that want to bring in this tyranny. And this trial is in support of that. So now they have it documented in court documents, all this nonsense that he's spewing. Um, yeah, so she's part of this plan, major arcana, major group, environment of it. Uh-huh. Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, so she's hiding out here. Hmm. She's doing the victim thing here, but really she's at home, figuring out how to weaponize social media and the media. She's very much behind the scenes with the Sussex Squad, Christopher Bosie, and they're like backing up Harry. This is the court building. Harry's in court giving testimony, and he's blowing it big time because nothing is making any sense. As usual, this is Harry smoking his marijuana up here. And Megan's backing him up, like she's the second line of defense. Like she's getting ready, she's getting her guns ready. So after this court is over, Megan's gonna come out with something, I'm sure, to boo-hoo-hoo again. She needs something basis for her boo-hoo-hooing on her next Netflix or something. So yeah, she's. I just thought of it too that she's gonna claim that because of all the abuse of the media in the UK, that she couldn't possibly join Harry in the UK for this trial because, poor her, she'd be scared, you know. Meanwhile, the last time she was there, she's smirking and rolling down the window and but right now she's laying low. Six of Cups, going back to the past, trying to align herself and Harry with Princess Diana. Harry's also bringing up the Princess Diana card and his brother and claiming, oh, the media ruined my relationship with my brother. I was paranoid about everybody because of the media, and the media is attacking Meghan too. And the media, everything's the media's fault according to Harry, even though he has no evidence of anything. It's just him mouthing off, him and Meghan. Total ridiculousness. All right, so Megan is in full, behind the scenes here. Reverse could be like secretively, but she is definitely working behind the scenes. What's the real reason she's part of this? I get Eight of Cups reversed. Oh, she wants to go back. She wants to go back and finish the job. I remember Harry and Meghan were supposed to destroy the monarchy, right? Or modernize it, make it more progressive. And her job, she didn't finish her job there, right? She was she sent packing, right? Um, she did want to leave half the year, but she still wanted to be there part of the time to do her modernizing and her, you know, BLM Antifa, New World Order, tyranny, rainbow flag, uh, BS, right? That they're shoving down everyone's throat. So because she can't go back now, she's sending Harry back to the courts there and continuing to push themselves in the British media and on the British public via these trials and continuing the attacks from abroad. Yeah. Megan failed in her mission, and somebody pointed out in the comments, and thank you for your comment, reminding me that the Queen not only pointed out how the Harry and Meghan did not want to be of service, much like Satan, they did not want to serve. Uh, besides that comparison, the Queen did not allow Harry and Meghan to use the word royal. Remember that? They're not allowed to use it. And so this person commented that, yeah, Meghan and Harry had invested a lot of time, money, energy into pushing the Sussex Royale brand. So, of course, Meghan was planning on spending part of the year outside of the royal family, the UK, in order to push Sussex Royale merchandise and such Sussex Royale this and that and books and classes and brainwashing young people with their nonsense. And the Queen, with one felt swoop, said, "No, you can't use the word royal. Sorry." And that just burned up all the websites and the pamphlets and the books and all the marketing Megan had invested so much time and energy into. So no doubt Megan is still burnt by that. She's still furious. That was a major plan of hers that was completely destroyed. So the Queen did quite a bit to Megan, and she's still angry about that. She's still vengeful. And so I think that's definitely a major valid point behind the scenes that we don't hear about. That's why I think also why they harp on the service thing so much and the word royal so much. Megan lost a lot of money there. She was her whole business. She had all these websites that she'd reserved, all this business ideas that she had planned. It was all destroyed in one fell swoop. I mean, that was pretty genius of the queen, you know? It's like, oh, did you just try to build up a Kardashian empire under Sussex Royale? Yeah, I'm not gonna let you do that. You can't use the word royal, sure, no problem. That was good. That was, that was devastating to Megan. She's still recovering. So she's still going back for more to attack. She's sending home the drunk prince, the drunken high prince, sending him back to the UK to, you know, rile things up and to keep gaslighting people that, And it's interesting in this one I see here, the girl is chasing the boy here. You see this? That's Megan chasing Harry there, like, get you, Harry, I'll get you. This whole thing is Megan's idea. I mean, it is Megan's idea. She's, you know, her group, her Obama group that she's with. Anyways, so I asked though, why did Megan not go to the UK with Harry to support him? Six of coins reverse. Oh, 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 she's got work to do. She's making some money here behind the scenes, and I see this as Megan working with the Sussex squad, secretively. She's rallying the troops and keeping them going, and also Megan is behind a lot of the news in America, at least the publicity there. Because you notice if you look at the American news, it's all very supportive of Harry, and Baroness Brooke just tweeted an article from a lawyer. They're having American lawyers come out and give their comments. And I didn't read the article, but it said one American lawyer said that, oh, Harry's going to win this. He's going to get a windfall of money. He's going to win. So they're trying to portray Harry as such a winner in American media because the Americans aren't going to take the time to read Harry's witness statement, and they're not going to take the time to read through what's actually happening in the trial to know that Harry has absolutely no evidence. I mean, it's inconceivable to the average sane person that someone would have the audacity and arrogance and seemingly insane uh, standing to go into a courtroom with absolutely no evidence whatsoever of any phone tapping and to sit there in the witness box and say, yeah, I know I don't have any evidence, but that's why I'm here, fishing for some. My lawyer said it was a good idea. I think it happened, so it must have happened, and Prince Harry. So I mean, it's inconceivable to most people that anyone would be stupid enough to and spend enormous amounts of money and have lawyers or barristers supporting them and walking into a courtroom with absolutely no evidence of anything and to make these sweeping generalizations of industrial scale of this of hacking. So obviously this is all a PR exercise. Harry just wants these phrases to stick in the media that there's industrial scale phone hacking and Megan's being abused and poor Megan, no one asked if she's okay. And she's still wearing Khashoggi's the earrings from the murder of Khashoggi. But poor Megan, they pick on her so much. Why do they do that? This all this nonsense. So it's all a PR game, like the headlines, because they know the average American's probably only going to see the headlines. So they're going to think there's actually a case here for it. And that doesn't help that Princess Diana's brother comes out and supports Harry too. So that's only giving more PR, right? Publicity, more support in the media that people are going to see, and people who only like read the headlines are going to think that there's actually case here and that Harry's going to win. So they're actually pushing that lie. Harry's going to win this. He's going to win. And now when he doesn't win, it's because the UK courts are racist. So if he doesn't win, if he does win, we know they're corrupt. Either way, it's going to be an attack on the UK justice system in the UK. So race for that one, thanks to Harry and Meghan. So what's Meghan expecting from this court case here? Uh-huh, magician. Yeah, this is the PR card. This is Harry. This is pushing their agenda, major arcana, New World Order agenda here. So this is a major push for Harry and Meghan and pushing their New World Order agenda here in the media, magician. Yeah, Harry's feeling very empowered right now. and he's taking center stage, and he's flipping out the lies and saying whatever Megan and his lawyer tell him to. And yeah, and like I said, if the he absolutely has no case whatsoever, but he's tagged on to other people who do, and if they win, he's gonna win. So they're like, we're gonna win this because not because of them, but because of the others, I think, is the attitude. So there's still, unfortunately, I haven't followed the other people's evidence to know what their cases are. I assume they have some evidence of something, but let's see. Um, what is Megan most afraid of or not want? Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, she doesn't want people realizing that they are just stoking up the divisiveness. And, Two of Swords is the mind games, the dual attack going on here. Two of Swords. So there's, Harry with his, weapon there. This is the weapon. What is this called again? The bow and arrow. This is what that young man who was going to attack the queen. Remember, there was a big story about that guy that was going to attack the queen, and he was carrying one of these um, bow and arrow type weapons. I wonder if Megan was behind that. We should look more into that story. Kind of getting the vibe here that yeah, they don't want to. Maybe they're concerned about um, this inciting some attacker to come out against them. But she also doesn't want people to realize that her and Harry are teaming up, separately, but they are pushing the same lies and the same attacks in different ways. So she doesn't want people to realize that. And they're also stoking divisiveness, right? Because it's all about divide and conquer, divide, divide, divide. Pro-vax, anti-vax, black, white, pro-Megan, anti-Megan, you know, um, so this is also part, she doesn't want people to realize that they are trying to divide and to um, set people and divide them further with their whole PR agenda here is being divisive. So what is she hoping for? So she doesn't want people to wake up to what they're doing there. What is she hoping for? Oh yeah. The total destruction, of the royal family, of Western society, of sanity, of justice. They don't want any of it. They want to blow it all up and make it one big tyranny. They want AI to be making all the judgments, and they're bringing AI systems. They want to replace lawyers, barristers with AI. You know that, right? And doctors. I mean, it's insane. The diabolical, insane lunatics are trying to destroy everything. So, major arcana again, group activity here of destroying the Western world. That is their objective: destroy, destroy, destroy. By dividing people, by upsetting them, by giving them cognitive dissonance, by trying to align themselves with the past, constantly trying to align Meghan with Princess Diana, constantly does another gaslighting thing that they're constantly doing as well. Because when it's Harry's like, oh, he's trying to protect Meghan, and then it's because what's going to happen to her, just like his mother. And it's all, goes back to attacking the media. So, how does Meghan see Harry right now? How does she really see him and his little performance in court? She has high expectations for him for sure. Oh, the Hermit. Wow. Major Arcana upright, the Hermit, of course, the Virgo card, which can be seen as Harry, and there he is with his scraggly beard coming out of hiding to stand up on his mountain of lies. So she sees that Harry is struggling, but at the same time, she is very, proud of what he's doing. Obviously, she's loving it. She's loving that he's doing this. Excuse me. She is, yeah. She also wants him to appear alone and an expert in this. She wants him to appear as if he's doing this on his own accord, when we know he's not. He's doing this at the behest of Megan and the gang, the globalist gang. But she wants it to appear, and she thinks it's working. She's liking it so far because, again, she and Omid are in LA and they're putting out all these puff pieces that Harry's gonna win. He's gonna win against that terrible racist UK press and a racist UK royal family, right? So she thinks he's doing a good job. She's loving it. She's counting on him. She has big plans. It's a major event for them for the PR and trying to spin their narrative here. And again, people who don't read into it and really learn about what they're doing and this trial and how Harry actually has absolutely no evidence. I mean, it's people are gonna be, what? How could you go to court if you have no evidence? It's Harry and Meghan. That's what they're doing. So what's gonna happen next? What's Megan going to do next? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. She's plotting and planning her next endeavor here. Now they claim they're not going to do Netflix anymore, or I don't know if she said she's going to quit Spotify or not, but she's going to get something planned. She's going to be doing something maybe with her pig or, something. She's going to be shooting for her next performance. But they're definitely going towards their end game here of total destruction of Western society and Western mores. I'm surprised Harry and Meghan aren't pushing, drag queen story time, or maybe that's coming up next. I don't know. But they're definitely pushing the whole globalist agenda, BlackRock and Larry Fink and all that. Emperor reversed, Nine of Wands reversed. But this is a big one. Harry's trial here is a big deal, and pushing the lies. And Meghan's going to be piggybacking off this with her next attempt at being a star or appearing as if she's a star. I mean, how many awards can they buy for themselves? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And it's all PR. See, from in their CIA operative mindset, it's like if it's published in the papers, it's like it happened. So they're making this trail of history, so that 100 years from now, if you look back, you're gonna see, oh look, Harry and Meghan won an award for this and an award for that. They must have been very popular, and for their children and grandchildren and whatnot. When in reality, this whole thing is a scam from beginning to end. And of course, Megan, that's why it's so important to Megan to push the lies and gaslight people with these lies in the media with, oh, Harry's got such a strong case. He's going to win. Oh, yeah. So it's all just making this trail of nonsense, of lies about, trying to rewrite history in the making. But in the long term, wah, wah. Yeah, it's not going to end well. Temperance reversed. Yeah, it's just gonna get more and more out of control because they're out of control. And this is actually exactly what Megan doesn't want. I'm getting temperance reversed. It's kind of like two of swords reversed. Their agenda's not sticking because they're too drug addled and crazy. And Harry is appearing insane. And everybody knows. I mean, he's already admitted to taking drugs and everything else. So how anyone could possibly take anything he says seriously at this point, it's beyond me. But Megan thinks he's doing a great job, I guess, because maybe when she's planning on filing for divorce, that she can point to all this. But yeah, it's not going to end well for Harry and Meghan here with temperance reversed. I think that it's just getting more and more out of control in the long term because their attempts to manipulate people and gaslight people is just not working, and nothing they do works. Megan's yeah, but this is going to be continue to be major news. I mean, part of their mission is to constantly be in the mainstream media, and they are succeeding in doing that. But it's just making them look worse and worse. So they are going to continue being a very unhealthy. They're like Anna Nicole Smith, like Anna Nicole Smith started a TV show, a reality show, and she just did drugs and drank and basically fell apart from what I heard. I didn't watch it, but I heard from people who watched it that it was just her falling apart until she eventually died from drug overdose. I mean, is Harry going to end up like Anna Nicole Smith? I don't know. He might with the temperance reverse because this is just falling apart here. Too much craziness, too much drugs, too much insanity. Just things getting too over emotional, and yeah. Yeah. Megan's not going to achieve. She's going to achieve a little bit of something here where she may have talk about it on Spotify or get interviewed by Gail King or something, and she'll get a little bit more attention here. But long term, this is not going to work in their favor. They're going to be exposed for the absolute insane criminals they are. It's all going to fall apart. It's not working. It's not working. Yeah, nobody likes them. Nobody will ever like them, and that's just that. So that is what I see for Megan and Harry's, uh, or particularly Megan's perspective on Harry's court battle here. All very strategic, and again, starting out Emperor reversed, Nine of Wands reversed, all about destroying royal family and Western governments, and trying to portray themselves as the way to be. Follow us to tyranny. Go to your smart cities now. Uh, because that's what they want, what they're hoping for. Yeah, they want to destroy the court systems. They want to destroy Western society. They want to destroy everything, and they want young people to follow them. Because they're such victims. Megan's such a victim. Not. She is the perpetrator from day one. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.